You're listening to your host and psychotherapist, Rhonda Spaziani, on Spaz on Mental Health on greeninkradio.com.
Are you listening? He just repeated the words that came out of her mouth. Now they're listening.
Hello, this is Rhonda, and today we're talking about Scary Sibs, episode 24. Apaths are on Team Narcissist. You may ask yourself, why did I become the victim of my scary Sib in my twisted family tree? Well, you may have several characteristics, 7 actually, that makes you easy prey for the narcissistic Sib. 1. Maybe you're an empath and are sensitive and connected to others. Maybe you're very emotionally in tune and mature. That's like blood in the water to a shark. Remember, narcissists are sharks. Listen to episode 23 if you haven't already to learn more about the foundational information about narcissists and scary Sibs. The second reason, maybe you're younger than your scary Sib, especially you might be prey if you're within 5 years younger. That's the competition zone to the narcissist. Reason number 3, you may have accomplishments, maybe looks, possessions, relationships, friendships, anything that your scary Sib is jealous of. Maybe you can't conceive of it, but remember, scary Sibs are narcissists, and that means they're jealous of anything. They're empty vessels. They're basically very, very, very insecure. So anything they perceive that you're winning or outclassing them in becomes something that they're very jealous about. And retaliatory and spiteful. They want to even that score. Number 4. You may have just recently pushed back to the scary Sib and told him or her, you're not taking it anymore. You told them off. That's a big watch out. If you recall from episode 23, and if you didn't listen to it, cycle back and listen to it. They are very, very insecure, your scary Sibs. And if you tell them off, they may go into an existential tailspin that, once they right themselves, their fangs will be salivating to sink into your most vulnerable spots and make you pay. Number 5. There may be some type of competition, in the scary Sib's mind at least, for parental attention or approval. Be careful. You have no idea. It could have even been childhood. If the scary Sib perceives that you were somehow favored or got more rewards or more material goods or attention from your parents, it could have been 30 years ago. Doesn't matter. Number 6. And the biggie in the narcs world, money might be in play in some regard. It can be any type of money, any familial money. It could be a death of a parent and there's a lot of money. There could be very little money. There could be some property. It doesn't have to be a death. It could be something in play monetarily in the family now, some allocation of resources now or in the future. Narcissists equate money with power and esteem and prestige. So they're going to take it. They're going to get that money from you any way they can. So be very careful. They're greedy. Narcissists are greedy not only with attention, but money is very extraordinarily important to narcissists. And 7, finally, power and control, baby. Power and control is the mission statement of every narc. That's why so many of them pursue positions of leadership, and that's really unfortunate for the rest of us. Very unfortunate for us. And that's another episode entirely, narcissists in the workplace and in positions of leadership and management, because they do often get to positions of leadership and management because they will walk over anybody, they will lie, they will take you out, which most respectable, empathetic, ethical, moral people with moral compass won't do, but they will. The very next question you might be asking is, how did my other siblings and or my parents let this abuse happen? Or worse yet, even get on board? And how? Because they're probably Apaths. They themselves are capable of feelings, but don't care enough about your pain to use their feelings. People with dark tetrad personality traits, sadism, Machiavellianism, psychopathy, and narcissism play games with their sibling or siblings to break down their self-esteem. That's in order to be successful in their own dark deeds. They need to recruit helpers to help control, manipulate, denigrate, and ostracize their sibling. They use your blood and bones to elevate themselves. Sharks, sharks, sharks. Apaths are apathetic to the narcissist's abuse, particularly if their needs and ego are being fulfilled. If they're getting their back scratched, they don't care that you're getting your face scratched. But when it's a parent that's an apath, the betrayal can feel overwhelming for the victim. Any family member can actually feel overwhelming to the family victim, but particularly if it's a parent. The apaths help normalize the toxic sibling and their harmful behaviors towards the victim sibling. A narcissist needs apaths and their flying monkeys to fully realize their twisted agendas. Without apaths and flying monkeys, and some theorists consider them to be one and the same, I believe that the flying monkeys are more active in their abuse support and that apaths just don't give a shit. Now, apaths can become flying monkeys over time, and often flying monkeys become flying monkeys because they don't want the narcissist to turn on them. You can see this playing out in the world any day of the week. Just turn on your television. But without the apath's support, narcissists couldn't be successful. They help the target of the abuse to be more alienated and scapegoated by their own passivity. There's an element of abuse in passivity too. So if you're beseeching a parent or sibling to see your point, see what you're going through, understand the pain that you're experiencing and the vitriol and evil deeds you've been victim of, they're going to make excuses. They're going to not listen. They're going to be like, oh, no, you just misunderstood. Or he didn't mean to do that. Or she didn't mean that when she said that. They're not going to get on board and fight for you. You have to release that expectation and that hope in order to move forward. The apaths, by clustering around and supporting the abuser, they are part of the abuse. Don't kid yourself. These people are also very dangerous to your emotional well-being. So I caution you to delay quickly exonerating those that just let it happen to you. Process this with a therapist. I beg you, really do so. If you feel something is wrong with how you're being treated in your family, trust your gut. Apaths are toxic enablers. They allow and often cover for the abuser's bad behavior. It suits their needs too. And remember, narcissism runs in families. There's a genetic predisposition towards it. There's probably parental members that were narcissists. The apaths may be one and the same. Maybe the parent narcissist, that maybe it wasn't a toxic narcissist parent, but still a narcissist who's also an apath now to the toxic narcissist child they reared. These apaths allow and cover for the abuser's behavior because of their passivity and their complacency, because they're incredibly selfish. This is not a great recipe for a supportive and loving family environment. Remember, go talk to a therapist. Talk to someone outside of the family dynamic. Remember, apaths can be more passive than the flying monkeys, but they still help to perpetuate the narcissist's agenda of abuse by being bystanders or buying into the bullshit because it serves their own ends. Some may just be swept up in the toxic soup the narc likes to create and be gullible, but they're in the vast minority. Seek help outside of your family. And remember, it's not you. It's your scary sib and your apath family members. Thank you for listening to Spaz on Mental Health, and tune in for the additional episodes of Scary Sibs coming soon.
Music provided by Immunuri. Check them out at imunuri.com. Thanks for listening to Spaz on Mental Health. Tune into greeninkradio.com to listen to other great shows hosted by a collective of imperfect gurus. greeninkradio.com, an experience for the curious mind.